What I'd like to ask you to do is to take a moment and think of a time when you were resilient. When you were resilient, or maybe you thought someone else was resilient. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to think of a time of hardship, a time when you maybe went through a difficult time. For me, there's been many of those times, and I'm going to touch on that today. We've all had that maybe career that we thought we wanted, then all of a sudden it's gone. We've all had the car that we wanted, sometimes that goes too. We've also had love and relationships. Personally for myself, I've had one particular relationship that never lasted, that was gone as well. The house, maybe you've had the house that you think that you're going to spend the rest of your life in. Maybe it's going to be the house that you bring your children up in, that goes too. 2017, all of that happened to me in a matter of 2 days. I lost everything. I lost the house, I lost the job, I lost the person that I loved, I lost absolutely everything due to my own fault. I broke my leg in a car crash. Admittedly, I had an argument whilst on a night out with my ex, and I was basically jumped into a car to get away from a toxic situation and crashed into 3 other cars. This was my own fault. I took the responsibility and fully took the consequences, but at that moment in time, it was probably the worst time of my whole entire life. At this moment in time, you can see I still have pins and screws in. I hobbled the whole way over here today. I still suffer 2 years later. During that whole process, as you can see, this is my son. He's an absolute godsend, he's 5 years old. During this whole process, I lost myself in that process as well, and I simply didn't want to be here. I went through about 6 months of just wanting to end it all and be somewhere else and not be here at all. So through this whole process, and what I'm here really today is to talk to you about, young males. We've seen it all in society at the moment. People are just suffering, people are sadly taking their own lives, and there's all those pressures that I went through. These are compounded for people over a huge amount of time. So for me, I experienced that within a matter of weeks, and it was really, really tough. These are some of the pressures that we're experiencing. Young males, and talking as we as a collective, young males are experiencing, and males in general. And yes, there are some ladies that do experience these as well. When my son was born, for 2 years, I did not have a clue what I was doing. Fatherhood was completely new to me, and I didn't have a ball what I was at. So fatherhood became a pressure. It became me trying to figure out how to be a good dad, and putting a lot of pressure on myself. Relationships, I spent 5 years with a person I loved, and that relationship unfortunately was very, very toxic. That became another big pressure for me. Finances, we all at some stage have experienced debt, we've experienced bankruptcy, we've experienced a whole host of things to do with finances. That becomes another pressure for a young man. Drugs, we're not going to lie about it. People have dabbled from time to time. This can cause serious problems, and it's actually one of the most unspoken things in society at the moment. There's a lot of young men out there going out and partying and doing whatever, and they are taking drugs, and the next day they can't deal with what's happening, and they are going out there, and they are taking their lives. This is probably one big reason that people are taking their lives in Northern Ireland, and people aren't talking about it. It needs to be spoken about more. Career, God, I've been trying to build a career for myself for the last 12 years, and there's a couple of people in this room who've spoke to you about it on a regular basis, and I'm getting there after 2 years. This can be another big pressure, especially if you're a new father and you're the breadwinner of the family. And self-image. We live in a society where we have phones, we live in a society where we're connected 24/7 to social media. This is causing a society where we're comparing ourselves to everybody, to the famous, to the rich, to the good looking, to whatever. But behind closed doors, these people are just like me and you. So self-image is a very, very big thing, and you should be proud of who you are, and you should be proud of where you come from. So, you've heard a little bit about my story. If you want to talk about that more and hear more and get into it, over a beer or whatever, give me a shout. But this is my approach. How did I get myself out of that hole? How did I get myself out of not wanting to be here? This is what I did. Take responsibility. That's probably one of the biggest ones. No matter your situation, no matter where you've been or what you've done, you have to take responsibility, because whether you like to admit it or not, you've got yourself in that situation. So you've got to take responsibility. Talk to someone, anyone. This is a big one for me. There's a couple of people here, Henry McCory, Martin Gilchrist, Declan Barry. These are a couple of people that, known to them, when I was going through that period, I'd actually met with them. And I can guarantee you, they didn't have a clue what was going on at that time, and they didn't have a clue what was going through my head. Without those guys, I don't know where I would have been. So those guys really did help me. My family helped me, my friends helped me, and my son helped me. So talk to someone, go out there and make yourself busy. Go out there and tell people your story and tell people what you want to do. It will help. Never ever give up the fight, because I believe in you. If there's anybody in this room today that is suffering with mental health or is having a problem with their mental health in general, don't ever give up the fight. Just keep going. You know, you will get there eventually. And take this opportunity. Again, for me, going through that whole process was actually a godsend, now that I look back on it, because it gave me the opportunity to rebuild myself as a new person. It gave me the opportunity to become a better person. So if you're going through something tough, or if you know someone going through a tough time, take the opportunity to tell them that you can rebuild yourself now and be a better person and reinvent yourself. And be you no matter what. This is the first time that I've publicly told a group of people what happened to me. And I'm very proud that I've done that today, because I'm happy that I am who I am now, and I'm happy that everything happened to me, because it happened for a reason. Because I can now stand in front of you today and tell you the coping mechanisms that I used during that period, and I can tell other people that. So it was actually a godsend that happened. And this is for an excerpt from a little poem that during the time of my process that helped me to heal a little bit. And it's just simply, don't quit. Look it up, look at the whole poem. If you're going through a tough time, have a look at this poem, and it will certainly help you. Folks, thanks very much, and if you need to have a chat, let me know.